So I needed this camper. I needed, see this curved edge here? Originally there was foam in here and a thin sheet of aluminum bent around it, and that was strong enough and hard enough that it wouldn't bend easily. But if I were to do foam here, my top coat will be really thin, about that thick plywood, and to try and bend it in that tight of a radius, it's probably going to split. And if it doesn't split on assembly somewhere down the road, I'm going to hit a bump and get a big crack right down the corner, and I could square it, but I don't half-ass anything. So I made a template to figure out the shape that I need, and it protrudes because the plywood will butt right here, so it sticks up high enough, and the plywood won't go down the side, so it's flush on this side, and about 1/8 of an inch. It's a little more because I can sand flush. You can always take off more, you can't always put it back on. Can't ever put it back on, really. So anyway, so I made the template, and I got the radius that I needed, and then I found, I drew it in segments and completed a circle. So I figured out the diameter of the circle I needed, and it needed to run the entire length. Anyway, so I needed this radius, and it's a 4 5/16 diameter circle, and I need it to be 77 3/4 inches long. So over the past few days, I've glued 3 2x6s together, and then I made this giant, essentially it's a lathe, using my table saw as the chisel, and my drill to spin it. Got the idea from a guy named Izzy Swan on YouTube. He was making handles for tool. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing, and now I've got the radius, the curve just about right. It's a little proud still, but I'd rather stop now and sand it down because it's still pretty rough texture anyways. And so now I just need to cut segments at these angles, 2 of them out, one for this end and one for the other, and this stage of the process will be done. And obviously I'll need to cut the copes on the bottom too, but it turned out very well. So just thought I'd explain that for those of you that can't quite tell at 15 times speed what exactly is going on, but this is, and I still have some flat sides, but I have one radius here. I could probably get them both out of that, and then the other side as well. So I'll cut this in half, and then work on the angles that I need from there. So I'll get one end out of here, and the other end will come off of this side, and I need to measure. I might need to take a little bit more off. Sorry, camera's pointing the wrong way. But so, and I got bearings at each end, with a 1/2 inch shaft driving it with my drill. And this is adjustable, so I'll now have this in the odd case that I need to make some round object that I can't buy at the store. I'm gonna die. So anyway, back to time lapse.